entertainment, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Hell's latest arrival, the equal opportunity killer, Alistair.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Can you tell me where I am? I don't know how I got here, but I think I'm starting to understand. I don't belong among the angels, and maybe that's just fine with me. The things I did up there were high school, but now I'm going for my degree. Hey, sorry, but you just got in my way. I promise, honey, I can feel your pain, and maybe I enjoy it just a little bit. That makes me insane. Haven't been the same since I expired. Doesn't mean that I plan to retire. And now I have the power to bathe all of you in entertaining fire. Wait a minute, do I know you? Weren't you an old pal of mine? Departed from us far too early, but now we're meeting a second time. We used to have such fun together, and maybe you have what I need. But first I have one tiny question. Tell me, do you demons bleed? Hey, sorry, but you just got in my way. I promise, honey, I can feel your pain, and maybe I enjoy it just a little bit. Does that make me insane? Haven't been the same since I expired. Doesn't mean that I plan to retire. And now I have the power to bathe all of you in entertaining fire. Got in my way. I promise, honey, I can feel your pain, and maybe I enjoy it just a little bit. Does that make me insane?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Saggy Mountains Live. I am back. Yes, I wasn't planning on going live, but after the Zack Snyder stream, woo, the hope, the anger, the frustration of certain fandoms right now. They're literally live streaming, crying to their heart's content right now. So mad that not only was I mod in that chat, but because they thought that they were not gonna get yeeted when they try to push their bullcrap on a charity stream. Mind you, it was stated numerous times in that chat that this was about Zack Snyder's upcoming event, some talks about Rebel Moon. It was not meant to be DC. Listen, you had the women who run AFSP on that stream explaining their organization, explaining, how they're there to help people who are feeling, depressed and things like that. And you had the people in the chat just saying, oh, ask Zack about the Snyderverse during this segment, right? And then they got mad that they got yeeted. All right? Now, yes, I saw certain people there. It wasn't personal. I just know that, number one, you guys were there for not good reasons, okay? That was not your opportunity to take it upon yourself to try to push your stupid hashtag. Now, these guys are saying, oh, well, they're just afraid of the power of this movement. There is no power. That movement has no power. It's just annoying. That's all it'll ever be. And yes, guys, it is no secret that I am toxic, but I'm toxic to the toxic people. So if I'm being toxic to you, guess what? That means you're toxic. And I don't care. Zack doesn't know me. I wasn't there for Zack. I was there for my friends, the Nerd Queens, who are getting a lot of hate from people because they didn't ask him about Snyderverse. Oh, no. That stream wasn't about Zack asking questions about the Snyderverse. Sorry, I'm sorry to burst your little bubbles, but your little cope stream, that Sil Abdul over there with Zod Rider 2, oh, we know one of the mods there. We know why she did it. Yes, because I know you people, and I know how you operate. And also, I want to correct something because they're over there trying to lie to people saying that the mods were timing out super chats. I timed out one person's super chat because he knew why he was doing it, and he just sent a super chat to get the attention of sell the Zack Snyder to Netflix. We already had stated in that chat numerous times that is not what was for. If you guys were spamming hashtags, which a lot of people were, they were getting timed out. Simple as that. The mods had stated it many times. Mind you, I wasn't the only mod there. And here's another thing, too, another surprise and shock to all you people blaming me for every timeout or banning in that chat. There are mods who weren't chatting in the chat, but they were still there, and they were actually timing some of y'all out, too. Love how I get the blame for everything. It wasn't all just me. But anyways, I have some people here who want to chime in as well. I just wanted to get that off my chest because these people are literally crying. They're going to be crying about it all week. They're on Twitter crying about it. Oh, that stream was so awful. It was so awful because you guys didn't get to get your questions asked about James Gunn and DC and all this stuff. Too bad. Cope, cry, seethe. This isn't war. This isn't a battlefield, y'all. It's just the internet. Y'all take it too far sometimes, and guess what? I'm not afraid of none of y'all. What are you guys going to do? Come here and start mass flagging my channel, me calling you guys out? Guess what? Free speech is a bitch, ain't it? Anyways, let's bring on my guests. I got RJ, Caden, and Darkness here.
Yo.
Hello. I honestly didn't know this was a stream when you sent the link.
I didn't know either. I thought it was like a backstage thing. So I'm not.
So I was like, okay, I'll hop on. I'll hop on since I.
Oh no! Of course I was gonna go live. As soon as I saw the response and the little Cope stream that's happening right now, I was like, "Oh, I'm definitely going live."
That Cope stream, man! Oh my god!
Oh, Lunga, you want on? I'll send you a link. I didn't know you want on. I'll send you a link. Lunga.
Oh god! Don't fight Lunga. He's just gonna be yelling at me the whole time.
He didn't yell at you last time.
I don't know. I have a bad feeling.
Oh my god, you're
RJ
overdramatic.
deserves to be yelled at, honestly.
I'm kidding. You can bring him on. I'm just messing.
Oh, he said no. He changed his mind. He changed his mind.
Probably because he saw I was on the panel, which is understandable.
He's very.
Lunga can do better. Anyways, no, because here's the thing.
Start?
I don't want pity links when I'm not thought of. Whatever, Lunga. My point is like, so these guys were there watching the stream. So I mean, I don't know Lunga can come on, but he wasn't there watching. But yeah, no, it's great because their biggest issue right now, they're going in on me hard. Like harder than
I didn't know that. Holy crap, they're going on you?
Oh, they're pissed. They're pissed that I was a mod. And this is the thing.
This
is the thing.
Dare that toxic, saggy person be a mod there and all that stuff. It's
oh my god, guys.
Oh, they're so mad.
Real quick, Sag, I'm gonna put something in the private chat real quick. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, Saggy, by the way, there's a part of the stream that I saw. Skywalker came in and he was literally like going after the nerd queens, and there was a part about when he came in, he was like, yeah, you all know that way when Zack said what he said, you don't actually give up. Don't actually give up. You gotta keep going, you gotta keep giving in the good fight. And like just stuff like that. I'm like,
oh, dude, it's crazy. Like everybody's super mad at me, and they're saying I'm an awful person. I'm like, I'm an awful person. Okay.
Pissed.
Oh, that sounds like a person.
No, they're saying like the nastiest things about you in other people's chats and on that stream. Like they were angry at you.
Oh, good. I'm glad. That's the whole point. I'm glad they're mad. Stay mad. I'm sorry. Like, you guys really thought that your little friggin' hashtag shit was gonna really work. You're like, first of all, I asked specifically, I said, what do you guys want? Like, what do you guys want? Do we allow that? Because I already knew that they were gonna come in and try to do the hashtag stuff. And they said it was as long as people weren't spamming. And they were. They're like, if people just were posting hashtags, yes. Right, they were spamming. So that's why they got booted. Like I asked specifically, I said, what do you guys want? You know, how do you want us to handle the chat? And they said if people started spamming hashtags, didn't matter what hashtags they were, if they were spamming it, they were gone. And a lot of people would just come in and just post the hashtag, not even say nothing like, hey Zach, how you doing? Hey Zach, we love you. Just hashtag sell Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix. you're gone. That was what we were told to do, because not because you couldn't talk and you couldn't ask questions. It just got annoying. Like, that wasn't the point of that stream.
If it wasn't adding to the conversation, it wasn't on topic, I completely understand getting rid of it, because they're not there to actually talk or actually have a conversation or be positive. They're just there for their own agenda.
And I just saw some people being rude in general to both everything. This is putting up terrible panel or whatever. And it's like, oh
no. The worst thing I saw, and again, I'm not going to repeat the
don't even. Yeah, just don't even.
Yeah.
I know what you're gonna say. Don't even bother. Don't bother. Just don't,
okay. I'm just saying, like,
because they were saying
the way
really
they talk
nasty
about
things.
some people is just really disgusting.
Oh yeah. And then they want to say Saggy's toxic. Yeah, you're right. I am toxic to people who are also toxic. If you don't like that, then freaking find something else. You didn't have to comment.
I shouldn't have done this, but what happened is that I saw some really nasty comments about the two hosts, and I went into Sil's chat, and I was like, for the people in your chat who are attacking the physical appearances and being nasty towards these women, you're the reason why your movement and your community is awful, and why Zack hates you and will never acknowledge you. That's exactly what I said. I left it at that.
And here's the thing. I saw people also saying that this is gatekeeping. This is gatekeeping. First of all, say for example, right? Say Zack was on my channel. This is my channel. If I don't want you in my chat, you're gone. Simple as that. This is my channel. And the people who are saying that are doing so on a channel where RJ's been gatekept. He's been timed out. Caden's been timed out. Okay, for asking simple questions or disagreeing with the panelists. They've gotten banned from those channels. This is not like that was their channel. If you don't like it, you didn't have to comment. You could have just watched in silence. Good. I'm glad I triggered them. Because the problem with them is that they don't understand is that they can't keep thinking that they're sitting there saying, well, you guys need to stop for Zack Snyder. You do too. There's a reason why Zack shows up on certain YouTube channels and he'll never show up on yours.
Yeah,
you can keep using his name and thinking that that's going to get you attention, but it's getting you the wrong attention.
That's because they bought their way in, or what was it? They bought their way in, or was it it's because they keep lying about us. That's why. Because I love it. Because Zod and Sil and Skywalker on that Cope stream was like, they were asking such boring questions. That stream was so boring. Man, Sil, if you hosted that, you'd be asking actual questions. You'd be more professional. You would have done such a better job.
But that's the thing. But here's the thing. That's the thing, right? You guys know how interviews work when you're dealing with high-profile people, right? You kind of discuss what you're going to talk about prior to that show. I'm not saying I know that that's what happened in this situation, but most times when you have somebody like Zack Snyder on your show, you talk about before, like, what are the questions you don't want to answer?
At least the rundown of everything and the things you want to avoid. Like, what are the top 5 things you want to avoid? Blah, blah. It's like, I want to avoid this topic, and they'll be like, okay, good to know. And
exactly. So when you're doing an interview like this, right? Before you go live, before you record or whatever, how you do the interview, you have the conversation of what would you like to talk about? What can we not talk about? Well, they'll say, well, what do you want to ask? Well, we want to ask about the Snyderverse. Okay, well, I don't want to talk about the Snyderverse stuff because I want to focus on
that's called being professional, and you vet your questions ahead of time because you know going into a stream like that what you're going to talk about, what you can and can't ask. Can I mention something else real quick too, just very quickly?
I mean,
I saw massive complaints being like, they skipped over the super chats. They didn't read that. Okay, here's the thing. When you're being bombarded with like 30 or 40 super chats and they're all asking questions, if Nana and Cole spent the entire stream, if Nana and Cole had read the super chats that were coming in, that would have been the entire stream, and they would not have been given Zack the opportunity to explain what the event was. Okay? I'm not saying people shouldn't be supportive, but I'm just saying there's a time and place. And the thing is, too, if they were just going to read super chats all stream, then what's the point? That stream was about Zack and giving Zack the platform to make his announcement.
Exactly. Oh, and here's another fun fact that people didn't know. Zack wasn't reading the chat.
Oh, yeah. He wasn't reading the chat. And you know what? There were questions I had, too, and he didn't answer them. And I'm like, okay. Okay,
Zack wasn't reading the chat. And you could tell because you could tell. Right. Unless it was pulled up, he wasn't reading the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. So for everyone sitting there saying, oh, well, Zach, they didn't ask Zach my questions. Well, again, your questions had nothing to do with why he was there. It was literally stated, even when the people were waiting 2 hours prior for that stream, because I was watching, people were already starting to ask questions and stuff. And I said, guys, keep on topic. Even when the stream started, we said, keep on topic. You know, have the questions focused on what the topic is.
Right. If we're talking about AFSP, if AFSP representatives on stream for the next 10 minutes, that's all the questions should be about. Like,
right, exactly.
For that 30 minutes or 40 minutes, whatever they're on for, that should be the only questions, or the chat should be, you know, like whatever. And then once it gets to the fandom event stuff, then that's when you can ask about the fandom events. Then if there's like, and then like happens to be like the last 5 minutes can be like 2 questions from something random for Zach, then go ahead. But it wasn't like, it's like whatever, you know, like.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, right, even still, because I saw some of that stream, even still was saying, oh, we already knew what was going to happen. Like, exactly. You guys already knew what was going to happen. And here's the funny thing. That they
pissed off about that. Like, what the hell?
Right. It's like, you guys knew if you were going to come there. First of all, it's not a secret in this fandom that y'all specifically have issues with the Nerd Queens. All right. Y'all have issues with the Nerd Queens. And here's Zod sitting there saying, well, you know, you're making it personal. You're making it personal. It shouldn't be personal. You guys make it personal because you guys are mad because Zach talks to them and not you. Like, deal with it.
Yeah. I'm not mad that Zach doesn't talk to anyone else but those people.
Right. Zach doesn't owe his presence to all of us.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. There's something I do want to say real quick. I do want to send this to you, Saggy, because I'm probably gonna have issues showing it. But this is one of the behaviors that a lot of these people are doing right now as I speak. A lot of these people are like, for some reason, they're like calling out the Nerd Queens. They're saying that the Nerd Queens were disrespectful to Zack Snyder and that they were dissing a lot of the things that like Zack wants to do in the future. I'm like, guys, what the fuck are you talking about? They didn't diss anything because you guys were spamming in the fucking chat like 24/7. So I mean, it's like, it's no wonder why Zack doesn't want to talk to y'all.
Right. Remember when Zach went on Geeks and Gamers and said there's no room for hate? How do you think he's going to feel seeing the comments, which by the way, I have screenshots of some of the comments from that chat of the nasty things y'all said about Zach's friends. How do you think Zach would feel seeing the stuff that you guys are saying about people that Zach chooses to associate with? You think that Zach's going to be like, oh, wow, they must really be bad people because you guys said so? Right? The same excuses you guys say, well, Zach won't talk to us because they are keeping Zach from us because they told Zach lies about us. They're not lies when I have proof of the things you guys have been saying. There's proof, there's evidence, there's clips of the shit you guys have said about the Nerd Queens and about me and about other people. Zach don't give a shit about me, but he does give a shit about the Nerd Queens. That's why he showed up tonight. So
yeah, here's some advice. That should have been clear since day one of everything. If you want to be in Zach's good graces and get him onto your channel, be nice to the Nerd Queens. Be nice to Dave the Film Junkie. Be nice to Ohio Dave. Be nice to like those people that you see on streams a lot with. Be nice to like the people he doesn't even go on streams with, but people who go on streams with those people he goes on streams with. Like, you know, so be nice to those people. Maybe you get a chance. But it's always about impressions, and your first impression and your second impression are the only impressions that matter, and bad first impression and second impression is what counts.
I mean, we're past being nice. Well, we're past being nice because they've already tainted the well. They've already put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. And again, I love how they're calling me a known anti-Snyder. I literally said, I'm like, I talk about Rebel Moon more than they do. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm being blocked by people.
Are you serious?
Yeah, someone who's followed me for over 2 years blocked me because they said that I'm a horrible person, and they're blaming me for the Nerd Queen stream as well.
Oh,
Saggy,
by the way, I
funny.
sent you something.
Oh, hold on. This is what they said about the Nerd Queens. Hold on.
Yep.
I mean, you want to talk about mental health? I like I told you, I was feeling it. It was really bothering me. If you really want to, you really want to ruin people, and you really want to make people feel like they don't matter, then do the type of stuff that they did on that stream today. Do that, and you'll get a whole bunch of disillusioned people. You'll have a whole
come on. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Yes, the stream, it was a charity stream. And here's the thing. When Zod gave his $50 super chat, no one touched him.
Yeah.
No one touched him. The Bat channel was in there. I'm familiar with the Bat channel.
Yeah, I was surprised he was in there. I'm like, holy
crap.
Right.
Right. The Bat channel was in there. No one touched him. Let's see that T whatever that guy's name is. RJ mentioned it to me. He's like, oh, that TJ guy's there, and I don't particularly like him either. No one touched him. No one touched him. There were some people in there I recognized from Sill's group, but we didn't touch them. You know why? Because they didn't come in there spamming the hashtag. They came in there and actually talked. The Bat channel actually was talking more about not Snyder stuff. And even when he talked about Snyder stuff, right? He was just talking about how he appreciated it and how, he loved Zack for making it. And he talked about music. He wasn't even talking about sell Zack Snyder's Justice League or anything like that. So that's why he wasn't touched.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tej, when that TJ guy came in the chat, he didn't mention anything about selling Zack Snyder's Justice League. He wasn't touched. But the ones that were touched were the ones who intentionally came to that chat
to spam and to start stuff.
Shit. Yeah. Nana's in the chat. One of the Nerd Queens is here. Zack, contrary to what some people may believe is his own person, he chooses whom he speaks to. I'm not sure how would someone even gatekeep him exactly.
Well, you know how it is. People have conspiracy theories. I mean, there's a conspiracy theory member saying that somehow we're in Dave the Film Junkie's pocket as well as Grace Randolph's pocket. Remember that?
Oh yeah, thing? Yeah, exactly. Like these people have like. It's funny that Zod mentions delusion. You guys are the most delusional group of weirdos I have ever met. And then you want to say, yeah, Saggy, oh, she's toxic, she's vile, she's a worm, she's this. I don't give a shit what you guys say about me because people who got to know me know my character. Wait, hold on, real quick, Hayden. Hey, Mad Mama's Bear. I saw your comment too, talking about, oh, I can tell you how toxic she really is. Bitch, you don't fucking know me. Stop trying to get fucking dick sucking award points for friggin' hanging out with a bunch of friggin' weirdos who literally have no respect for women whatsoever. Congratulations. You're just a dumpster. So, and next time I see this chick say, oh, I can tell you about Saggy, bitch, you don't know me from a hole in the wall. That's why people who used to mess with you don't mess with you anymore because they saw what you were doing and where you were hanging out with and they don't want to mess with you no more. They chose me over you. How does that make you feel? Oh, mad you should be. I'm not the one. That chick, Mad Mama's Bear. I saw her comics.
Oh, Mad Mama Bear, the one that's very thirsty for Skywalker.
Yeah, like please, you don't know me from a hole in the wall.
Oh no, not her. Oh.
Okay, but hold on real quick. Let me just talk about because let me calm down a little because I get heated with these people, man, because they say all this stuff that's just factually untrue. They sit there and say that, oh, people are gatekeeping a grown-ass man. If Zack had any interest in you people that much and he had any interest in your little hashtag movement, he would have reached out to some of you by now and he didn't. Guess why? Guess why? Has nothing to do with the Nerd Queens, has nothing to do with my toxic ass. It has to do with you gross people. You want to sit there and say, I'm gross? Look at yourselves in the mirror. Look at yourselves in the mirror. You sit there and you're going to blame the Nerd Queens and say, oh, we don't blame Zack. Like Zack didn't say behind the scenes before that stream, because again, this is how interviews work. You say, hey, what can we talk about and what do you not want to talk about? Zack just likes to chill and talk about exciting things, new things. He doesn't want to dwell in the past. He doesn't want to keep having to talk about the freaking Snyderverse. I'm sure he would love to do it. And I get that. Oh, because he said he'd love to do it, that just means he's going to want to always keep doing it. No, if he wanted to do it, he'd be fighting for it. Just like y'all are fighting for it. If he wanted to do it so bad, he'd be fighting for it. But what did he do? He moved on and went to Netflix and do his Rebel movie. But let's talk about this stuff real quick so I can calm down. The stuff that he did say on the Nerd Queens. RJ, thank you so much for kind of giving the TLDR for that.
I might be slightly inaccurate with the IMAX details. I'm unsure if all 3 films are going to be in IMAX or not. Just FYI.
Right. Yeah, right. And Rachel, here's the thing. Here's another mod. This was advertised. This was advertised as a live stream to talk about AFSP in Full Circle, not about sell Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix. I don't know why people create this narrative, then ran with it. They created their own drama. Exactly, but I'm the drama person. I'm the toxic drama channel, right? And Nana says, as for how stream is done and what is asked, people sometimes don't understand that Zack comes on to say something he wants to say, which in this case was hashtag Full Circle event. Let's talk about that too real quick. Let's talk about what that was, because people were asking what Full Circle was. So let's just address that now for those. So there's no confusion because we already know they're already going to spin it. But what the Full Circle means is that the last event that Zack hosted, and it was a charity event also for AFSP, was hosted at the art center where he went, the college with the school.
Pasadena.
Yes,
College
the
of
art
Design.
center. Right. So he wanted to do it at the art center, right? And this was the first time they did the event there, and they did it for AFSP. So Full Circle means we're going all the way around back to the same event, back going to do charity for AFSP. And the reason why he was showing the Dark Side clip is because that was a tease that they are going to show the 3 movies that Zack had made, the DC movies he made, in IMAX. And you're going to see Zack Snyder's Justice League. What did he say, in like color or something?
Yeah, it was going to be in
color and IMAX.
It's going to be in color and IMAX.
First time we will show in IMAX in color, because other times he showed in IMAX were in black and white. And now it's
I was curious if it was going to be the black and white version, or it's going to be, the official term is Justice's gray cut, or if it was going to be
the gray cut or the color cut. It's the color one.
Right. So that's what it means, Full Circle. Full Circle doesn't mean that the Snyderverse is continuing. Full Circle just means we're going all the way back to the charity event at the same venue that it was last time. And this time he's going to show all those movies in IMAX. That's it. Nothing more to dive into. That's it. It's not like a conspiracy. He's not going to announce the Snyderverse is coming during this event. It's Full Circle.
Do you want me to go, Saggy? Do you want me to go down the list of things?
If you want to, you can go for it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I kind of took notes, and this is what I kind of got from it. If I missed anything, then please correct me. Tickets for this event are going to go on sale Friday, March 24th. It seems like it'll be, I think, 217 tickets for the screening for Man of Steel and BVS, 370 for the Justice League screening. That's a bigger theater. Yeah. Jim Lee is designing T-shirts for the event, and awesome. The sale of those T-shirts will go towards AFSP. So each day will be a screening of a different movie in his DC trilogy. Each day we'll also have a panel afterward, after the movie, with special guests. The special guests are not confirmed yet, but will be shortly. On the second day of the event, BVS will be screened, and after the BVS screening, there will be a panel and a signing. So if you go there and you want to get something signed by Zack, you can. They will be giving out a poster that will chronicle Zack's DC trilogy. So there'll be a poster for the entire trilogy. He also mentioned, I'm not sure if he was supposed to mention this, I think he kind of got excited, but I think it was intentional. I talked a little bit about Rebel Moon. They're working on both a graphic novel, an animated short film, and he mentioned something about an RPG video game for Rebel Moon.
I heard about that. That sounds awesome, dude.
And I think you mentioned too that for the marketing of Rebel Moon, they're going to start traveling around the world for the marketing.
Yeah, they did. They mentioned that.
Yeah. So I think that's everything I got. If I missed anything, let me know.
I'm just laughing so hard because they're literally having a mental breakdown over tonight.
I'm not seeing what's going on right now. I'm actually kind of curious. What are they doing?
Well, I blocked most of them, but yet people are sending me stuff, and I'm literally laughing my ass off. Hold on, let me see if I can get one of the things that's being said.
Yeah, if you have screenshots, I'd love to see them.
Oh my god, or video, dude. There was one long video I recorded of Skywalker coming in. It's way too long though.
Oh, they're so mad. They're so mad. So this is when I timed out somebody.
I see a comment from Will Rollins.
Oh, of course, I know. So somebody said that sums up sad behavior to be acting like that on Zack Snyder's AFSP stream just because she doesn't like a certain people. No one was talking shit or acted a fool, just expressing passion for something while donating to AFSP, and she was deleting them. I deleted one, and it was a comment that said, just sell Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix. It had nothing to do with AFSP. And it was from somebody who I know is from that community that has said some foul, nasty stuff. So yeah, they got the yeet. I'm not going to apologize for that. That's why I said I hope you get a refund.
Yeah, they get.
Like, sorry, you like it was for AFSP. So you guys took that opportunity to push your hashtag. That's not how it works. It was for charity. It was to talk about AFSP, and you guys thought that your selfish asses were going to take that opportunity to push your fucking hashtag in hopes that Zack saw. And that Zack was going to answer those questions. So, like, no, too bad. So sad.
Saggy, real quick, not to interrupt, but Will Rollins is calling you one of the most toxic anti-Snyder people during the initial campaigning.
Oh,
I wasn't even there for the initial campaign. He's stupid. I wasn't even there.
Well,
these people forget that
you are now
was
identified as one of the most toxic anti-Snyder people.
I wasn't there from the start. What is he talking about?
I don't know.
Can you send me that, please? Because that's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm
by the way,
to you. Hold on.
That's hilarious. I wasn't there for the beginning. What is he talking about? I'm not even anti-Snyder.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Like, a lot of these people want to hold things against you that you weren't even like involved in, just as like some sort of like freaking like, oh, gotcha.
I might just bring up my screen if I can find it.
It's because I called them out on their crap. It's not me being anti-Snyder. It's me being anti your bullshit. Like,
yeah, I know.
So
and
what?
Plus, Saggy, I've heard you say before that you love the Snyder Cut. So it's like, how the fuck is she anti-Snyder if she loves the Snyder Cut? Like,
I literally. Here's the thing that's funny. Zod Rider was the first YouTuber after I saw the Snyder Cut for the first time. I streamed it for 4 hours on Twitch, and Zod Rider was the very first YouTube channel I hopped on to give my review on how much I love that movie. So how am I anti-Snyder? Oh, yeah. Also, Nana wants to point out that all of the super chats will go to AFSP.
Oh yeah, by the way, even though people in the chat were mentioning that to selling them, they did not acknowledge that whatsoever.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
And Skywalker was ranting, saying that they took money.
Oh.
So
yes,
by the way,
yes, they took money to donate it to AFSP.
Speaking of Skywalker, funny you bring him up, RJ. Oh man, I caught a glimpse of his rant on this when he first popped in. Oh boy. I can't send it sadly, but this is the whole thing for those that didn't hear it. You're
Saggy, I don't know if your internet can support it, but you can share my screen if you want.
Right. Yeah. I live streamed the Snyder Cut as well and was gushing over it. I'm also branded a hater, right? Like, I don't know how we're haters when we literally talked about it, but okay, here's the tweet.
All right, so this is Will Rollins, who says that Nerd Queen / TPZ podcast with Zack Snyder shows what I've been saying about gatekeeping. They were deleting super chat comments from view that wasn't from anyone who they liked or what they had to say. Even Ahmad was one of the most toxic anti-Snyder people during the campaigning. FML, unbelievable.
I was never there from the start.
Then we have Zod Rider saying they were not acknowledging super chats that were promoting AFSP and for AFSP while they have AFSP reps on the panel. Ridiculous, but they had no trouble acknowledging their friends. Sad. Let's see. Oh, and they're getting mad at Meg for saying this, even though what Meg said is 100% on point. Because someone asked, hey, Meg, do you know why they didn't ask questions related to the future of the Snyders? Don't get me wrong, the interview was great and interesting, but that was strange because everyone was wondering about it. And she replied, because this was a stream about the Full Circle event and how it's raising money for AFSP.
And that's it.
And they're getting mad about that. They're getting mad about Meg's comment. I'm like, why?
And again, oh my god. But here's the thing, right? And it's because it's funny because they apparently care about AFSP so much. But when they have a stream dedicated to AFSP, what do they want to do? Cry and complain that their Snyderverse or Netflix or James Gunn questions weren't friggin' answered.
Yeah.
Cope.
Let's see. Yeah. See if there's anything else I can find. That mod was literally on a stream, one of the biggest antis just last night. A 3.5-hour stream dedicated to just trashing Snyder fans. Oh, isn't that about Matt?
Probably. Now, yeah. Anyone who calls out the fandom is anti-Snyder. That's what they go with. That's what they go with. I'm not anti-Snyder. I literally am looking forward to Rebel Moon. I love the Zack Snyder Justice League cut. I loved it. I cried multiple times watching that movie, but I'm anti because I call out the
Marcus Neo7 saying they deleted my super chat. The F you paid.
This is one of those fuckers I really don't like. Oh
yeah, he was the one that I deleted his card because all he did was spend $5 to friggin' spam his hashtag, dude.
He says let at Zack Snyder and at AFSP National know they cannot keep getting away with gatekeeping this fandom.
Oh my god,
they're so
what
mad.
The
I love
fuck?
it. They're so mad. Will stay mad. Will stay mad. And you're a liar because I was not ever anti anything. I was never anti anything, and I wasn't even there in the beginning of the campaign.
And then
you lying sack of trash.
Jesus at Zack Snyder, stop enabling these people. You don't owe them a thing you never did. They didn't actually do much to campaign. Those who did have been pushed away and blocked. Oh my god.
What?
And this is why you guys were blocked, because you guys are trash.
Hold on, take my screen away for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, take it off.
Something up real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you when to add it back.
That's funny. That's hilarious, bro. Guys, be angry. I'm sorry that you guys feel entitled to Zack Snyder's time. You're not.
Yeah. By the way, can I just have some audio going on in the background because I really want people to hear this, especially with how crazy some of these people are. So I can't share the video sadly because it is way too long, but I have audio. So yeah, I'm gonna share this real quick.
Oh my god, bring it back up real quick. Real quick, Dark, before you share the audio, I have some more. Yeah. So this is Sill's Twitter feed right now. He retweeted many different people, so I kind of want to read a couple. This one from JJ Edwards saying, the only thing unfortunate about the Zack live stream is whoever was moderating the stream was blocking people saying hashtag sell Snyder vs. Netflix, hashtag sell GSG out of Netflix. And then we look down here. They were spamming it. So they shared that Meg post again, right? And he replies, do they not know that the hashtag sell Snyder vs. Netflix and the hashtag restore the Snyderverse movement raised a ton of money for a bunch of charities, including AFSP? The fact that people send money to be banned is so wrong in so many ways. They know, but they have their own agendas, which is so fresh, one of Sill's little groupies. Oh, they're mad at this one. What I mean is the moderators are banning people and laughing about it. This was wrong, scummy, and unprofessional.
Oh my god.
Saggy Melons Gaming saying, hopefully that one gets a refund on the super chat.
Oh, jeez.
It was one super chat they were spamming. That's literally what we said not to do. Cry more, bro. This is what I'm saying. Cry more.
Well, okay, hold on. Was this you making fun of them, though? Saying, hopefully that one gets a refund? Like, I don't think, like, I mean, you put ha-ha at the end, but I don't think you were, like, making fun of them.
Jeez, man. These people are just bitter. I hope he's really bitter. Oh, my God.
I mean, I do hope he gets a refund.
Here we go. Sickness here saying, that's some sad behavior by acting like that on the Zack/AFSP stream just because she doesn't like certain people. No one was talking shit or acting a fool.
But they
this
were.
Expression passing for something on donate AFSP and she was deleting them.
Okay, hold on, pause. Okay, hold on, pause. You want to see why people got deleted? Because I got some of them.
Please,
yeah, go ahead.
Show me. I want to see it badly. Oh.
Okay, let's so keep that up on the screen real quick. Because speaking of Will Rawlins, all right. Speaking of Will Rawlins,
yeah, was he in the chat? Oh,
whoa!
Who wants to read it? Go ahead.
I'll read it. What about when organizers are blacklisted and silenced by fans who then claim to be the organizers? I cannot believe how many people use this subject to bully others, causing mental health problems? ?
What the fuck?
But you guys weren't in there talking shit. I thought you guys weren't saying anything bad.
Oh my god.
Oh,
but you guys weren't saying anything bad?
What?
Hold up. I got something to share.
Oh boy.
But y'all weren't saying anything bad though, right? Y'all weren't saying
there was worse things too in that chat. Too.
Oh, there were worse things said. I remember Mr. Wayne came in the chat and said, ban this with middle fingers, you toxic hoe. And I said, okay. So I banned him.
All right. Here we go, Saggy. Look at this. Live in an hour.
Oh, I think I know what it is. I knew it.
Yes, get those outrage clicks, boys. Go get them outrage clicks. Come for me. I'm the one who did it. Come for me.
The title is the last gate is #ZSJL to Netflix banned from SnyderCon.
Oh,
let's talk about if Cell ZSJL / Snyder Netflix will be allowed to attend SnyderCon.
What?
No.
I can answer the question right away, sir. No, you're not allowed to go. You're not.
It's
not
public.
It's public
for anyone to buy a ticket.
And if you do go, you're just going to be laughed at and mocked.
Yeah. Oh, people are gonna make fun of him.
They're gonna make shirts. They're gonna make shirts and stuff. They're gonna really go in hard. And that's what I said. I'm like, it's gonna be a mad time. See, now we pissed them off, right? We pissed them off tonight. And here's the thing: when Lunga says it's a conflict of interest, first of all, these people don't even like the Nerd Queens. Sil Abdul and Zod Rider literally told me how. Right, like Zod Rider and Sil Abdul have literally told me behind the scenes many times to not associate with the Nerd Queens because there's history. They did this, that, and the other. They don't like the Nerd Queens. So why do you think you're going to show up in their chat? They can't show up in your chat. I can't show up in your chat, but you guys think you're entitled to show up to the Nerd Queens chat after all the stuff you've talked about them badly. Like, even in that chat today, they were going in, even before anyone got timed out or anything crazy was going on, right? They were over there making fun of those women on Sil's chat. So fuck you guys.
Oh my God, there's more, Sag. You bring up my screen.
Oh my God, these guys are not going to give up.
Okay, so here's that sickness post, right? So let's look at the comments real quick. There was one super chat when someone asked Snyder if he's ever going to do anything about toxic fans. Maybe she was talking about that one, but who knows? Nah, I got a pick of that too. She had a problem with leaving that one up. She didn't take that one down. Okay?
Wait, what are you talking? Which one? Let me see.
This one, apparently. They're saying that you left this one up.
I wasn't the only fucking mod.
What
I know. But they blame, like, they don't even acknowledge that they're mod, which is funny. Here we go, right here, though. This is Rel McMillan, okay, who says, how does someone who loves to trash this fandom get to be a mod? That is mind-blowing. And that's the wildest thing, bro. All she's known for is drama, fighting, and instigating shit, but apparently she's a good guy, and we're the bad, toxic ones.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
she never sent. Let me ask people this: has Saggy ever sent a death threat to people?
Nope. But here's the thing that's funny, right? Is that they act like I'm the only one that fucking calls them out. Like they put me on this huge pedestal of like, she is known as the worst fucking anti-sex. I'm like, I'm not the only one that calls y'all out. A lot of people call you guys out.
How would you answer this question? Who is Saggy? What's her story? Now, people who don't know you are trying to figure out who you are. Then this person tagged Matt Jarbo, and the guy, why are you tagging that toxic dog?
Dude, I can honestly say I am so happy that my presence as a mod pissed them off so much. And like I said, I asked the Nerd Queens, I said, how do you want this to be handled?
Wow, even this big account's coming after you.
Oh, this fucker.
That's like movie content, absolutely deplorable behavior, but yet there's always a blind eye.
Oh my, this
look how many followers they have too.
Yeah, listen, it's not the first time a big content creator called me out. I can't wait. I love it.
Whoa.
Wait, what? What? Hold
on. This person says, should we let Zack know what was going on or what? Then this person says, nah, it's not his problem. I would take legal action against this moderator if I was the super chat guy, though.
Oh my God. No way.
Why does everyone always threaten me with legal action? No one ever takes it.
Oh my God.
You're gonna sue me for $5?
And then this guy's reply saying, great advice.
You're gonna sue me for $5, motherfucker. I'll give him the $5.
Oh
my God. Dude, they're legit. I'm looking right now. They're legit talking about suing you for this.
What?
Read it. Look.
What the heck?
I would take legal action against this moderator if I was a super chat guy.
What?
You are lying. Oh my God.
Over $5, bro. I'll give you the $5 out of my pocket right now.
Great advice.
Great advice.
Great advice.
I love when people don't know how long.
I mean, look at this dude's profile. I mean,
of course you're gonna say that. Fuck WB, right? Fuck WB, right? Yeah, you're gonna...
I'm fucking dying. They're gonna sue me over $5.
Plus, aren't these people interested in seeing John Wick Chapter 4?
Oh my god.
Don't these guys talk about John Wick Chapter 4? Do they?
Disgusting behavior by those that block people that donate money to AFSP in the super chat tonight and proceed to mock them. Shame on you.
What up, Matt? I'm getting sued for $5.
Awesome. All I can really say is Ho's mad.
Yo, Ho's big mad.
Can we react to the stream? To Sil's stream? Because, like, that's just a gold mine of content.
I mean, like, if you got clips, like, because I'm going to go live in like 25 minutes or so, but it's like, I literally just got the opportunity to sit down.
It's going to be perfect, Matt, because you know who else is going live? Someone who wants to go to war.
Who?
Saggy, share my screen. Currently, Matt's seen it.
Oh, God. It's war
the last game is hashtag Stills the SGL to Netflix banned from SnyderCon.
What?
And the answer is yes, they are banned.
They're so fucking mad, bro. I can't.
Are they actually banned?
They're not actually banned,
no.
but like they are banned.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Hold on. Nana says, funny thing is that I've never spoke to Sil in my life. I don't know majority of the people they're associated with, but he clearly has a problem with us.
Oh,
yes,
no, that's funny because he actually mentioned
weird.
The Nerd Queens, and he was all like, "Yeah, I ain't reaching out to them." Or it's like I think he mentioned that he talked to you guys before, and he was acting like, "Oh, I ain't never reaching out to them." And then Skywalker's all like, "They need to come into my chat and tell me because they need to reach out to me. I ain't reaching out to them." Oh my god.
So somebody's mad. Somebody's posting the screenshots like, "Is this you, bitch?" And I'm like, "LOL." And like,
wait,
what?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're so bad.
I thought I said hi in the chat, and I thought people were going to call for me to get banned. I was surprised it didn't happen. That I saw at least.
Yeah, I saw you in the chat. I was like, yeah, okay, come on. There's no way the Nerd Queens are going to want Matt banned because it's like Matt's.
Well, like a lot of people don't like me for a multitude of reasons, and I honestly can't tell you what all it is. But
trust me.
Well, I saw there was like a couple of people, like there was like in Sil's chat, like that World Champ dude and a couple others who were being like, they think that Saggy is like coordinating everything with you. Me,
I have nothing to do with any of this.
I think they were orchestrating.
You have something to do with this.
Oh, listen. Am I contemplating? Am I contemplating trying to find a way to get down there on the 30th to watch the Snyder Cut in IMAX? Yeah, that thought crossed my mind while I was just in the shower. I'm like, maybe I could find a way to pull it off. That would be cool. And it would be of my own volition, not because like I'm involved in any secret cabal to keep, I don't know. Well, here's the thing. How about this? Why don't we just tell them that Universal City Walk is wherever the hell Stone Quarry was? All right. We'll just tell them that. Wait, hold on. Cause I see Nana Queen there. Did you hear? I got to ask you, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this, Nana? They went to Stone Quarry. This is what they said. They Ski Walker dressed in the all black Superman suit, went to Stone Quarry, held up a 5th grade science fair diorama to, sell Snyderverse to Netflix. And he went to the wrong address. He went to like where their registered agent was. And it was because he was given the wrong info, but they all believe he actually went there. Like that is how dumb they are. So just give them the wrong address. Like you could literally tell them all your stat, but just give them the wrong address and you won't know the difference.
This is just funny.
They'll be like, oh, this is where
Saggy, it's up to you, but I have the stream pulled up if you want to react to some of it.
Hold on. Real quick. Juan, thank you for the $4.99 for my legal defense. I'm clearly that is all I need to fight this case is to give them $5.
It's the Bubble Tea Defense Fund. There you go.
The Bubble Tea Defense Fund. Okay, let's see what they got to say.
Okay.
Get Zack Snyder. It's got to happen because that's the only way that the Cell movement is going to get any type of acknowledgement. Period.
You're deleting Restore comment?
Yeah. They were deleting everything. They didn't
because it was spam. It was spam. They were spamming it.
There were only 2 moderators in that entire chat.
No, they weren't. There were more than that.
We know who one of them is. And there's a reason why this person kept deleting stuff because it was personal.
No. It was spam.
And it's not supposed to be personal when you have a superstar like Zack Snyder on your panel. I don't care.
By the way, can I say something?
if still
what's up?
Hold on, pause this real quick. Here's a funny thing about what Zod is saying, right? So I remember back in the day when I was cool with Zod Rider and Mad Max and a bunch of other people, we did this thing called the PlayStation Plus podcast. RJ, you remember it because you were part of that at one point, right? So here's the thing: we did an interview with Tommy Tallarico, who at the time, had a lot of attention on him and stuff like that. And
Who?
Tommy had shut up. And at the time we were interviewing him about his gaming console, right? And Zod was there, and we timed out people. We hid comments and stuff of people who came in there to troll and to start shit with Tommy. Okay, so Zod is no stranger of having kind of higher profile people, like obviously not as big as Zack Snyder. Obviously, Tommy Tallarico's not on that level, but we've had interviews of people who have some kind of notoriety, where they also come with some people who are going to come in there and start problems, try to derail the stream or talk about stuff that the person that's guest on there doesn't want to talk about. And Zod has also been part of panels where he's had people like that. Zod's had guests on his show, so what are you saying, Zod? So if you have a guest on your show, Zod, and you have people coming in there to say stuff that is not related to what you're telling me that your mods, if they time them out, you're going to be like, oh, no, don't do that. No, shut the fuck up. You're lying. Stop it. And here's the thing. I didn't time them out because it was personal. I timed them out because it was spam. I was asked to time out people who were spamming hashtags. And there were people who came in just to only spam hashtag. The people who got removed literally came in the chat and the only thing they typed was a hashtag. And we were told if they do that, they are gone. Because they're not coming here to actually talk about the topic at hand. They were here for that agenda. So when you guys sit there on Twitter saying, Saggy Melons time people out for an agenda, the Nerd Queens did this, it wasn't an agenda. The agenda was Zack Snyder was on that stream to talk about the event, the hashtag full circle, and maybe talk about some Rebel Moon. And then they even had the women who run the AFSP organization on the panel first to talk about that with Zack Snyder. But you selfish pricks want to make it about fucking you. Go fuck yourselves. I don't care if I'm toxic. You people are fucking the most disgusting, vile human beings when you're using a fucking charity stream to push your fucking hashtag that means shit. So go fuck yourselves. I don't care if you think I'm toxic. Last thing I'm going to sit here and say is that I'm going to let you fucking pieces of garbage use your fucking bullshit, your personal bullshit, to fucking take away from fucking AFSP, the fucking organization you guys claim to give a fuck about. Oh, this hashtag raised money for AFSP. That doesn't mean you get to fucking use it in a fucking charity event. The hashtag you should have used was hashtag full circle, because that was what the fucking hashtag was for that stream. You disingenuous fucking pieces of trash. And then you want to come in there and talk about James Gunn and DC and stuff. It was for charity. Next time Zack is on to talk movies, then you can bring up movie talk. But this was for charity. That is why we kept saying in the chat, please be respectful to the people, especially the guests that were there for AFSP. And while those women were talking, you idiots came in pushing your fucking hashtags. Go fuck yourselves. Every single one of you talking shit about me and fucking banning people is because of your fucking actions. Because you guys took a charity stream and made it about you. And then when I sit here, Zod Rider talking about, my mental health. How do you think it's going to feel my mental health? You think dealing with you people is good with my mental health? Because this only started because you guys were telling to my chats and telling me to stop talking about the Snyderverse being over. This is my motherfucking platform. When you come to my motherfucking platform, you don't get to tell me to stop talking about what the fuck I want to talk about. If you don't like it, don't fucking listen. Tune the fuck out. Go somewhere else. Go to fucking Stills chat and cry about me some fucking more. I'm happy you guys are fucking seething. Fucking pieces of trash, man. These people are so pathetic. It hurts.
By the way, I don't know what's going on with that masked weirdo stream, but like, I don't think it really correlates. I don't think Saggy cares. So, no offense. I mean, I understand people were upset, but
who's upset?
No, people in the chat were bringing up the Maxi Pad stream.
Oh, boy.
I mean, there's more people watching this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just how I fucking feel. You guys are the most selfish, entitled fucking fan base. And then I don't care if you think I'm toxic. I don't care. Me being toxic doesn't change the fact you guys are also just as fucking bad. And they're fucking lying when they sit there and say, oh, Saggy's toxic and she calls us out. Yeah, there's a reason for that. Because I've had bad interactions with you stupid people. Because all Matt said, all RJ said, all Caden said, all Darkness has ever said to you guys is, hey guys, we don't think it's going to happen because this, and that, and other thing. That was our opinion. And y'all took that as a personal motherfucking attack. And that's why this is happening. This is why I pop off the way I do. Because y'all don't give a shit about 90% of the stuff that comes out of your stupid fucking ugly mouths. At least I give a shit about Zack Snyder enough to talk about Rebel Moon, to even bring up the fact that he has Rebel Moon coming out. How often do you people talk about Rebel Moon? Not often or not at all. You just want to talk about the Snyderverse, DC. Well, guess what? Zack is doing not DC. Fucking deal with it.
It's very interesting.
It's like, where the fuck were y'all this weekend if you're DC fans seeing Shazam?
Exactly, you DC
I saw it. Fucking good movie, man.
Yeah.
Not only that, is that if you guys are really true Snyderverse or Snyder fans, and you want to at least do something like even though I hate what y'all do with that, this grifting and stuff, grift off the Rebel Moon stuff. Like I don't see a single fake scoop thing about Rebel Moon or Army of the Dead. Like all the fake scoops are about DC Zack or whatever.
Sorry. It's all about trash.
Hold on. Cosmic Book News liked Shazam too. I think.
Longa even liked Shazam too. He thought it was a fucking fantastic movie. He's like, I don't know what these critics are talking about. Here's the thing: these are DC fans, but not showing up for DC movies because the DC is awful now. It's going down. It's going in a bad place. But all these people are enjoying these movies, and they're also DC fans. So I don't know what to tell you. Zod wrote a whole fucking article on Geekosity talking about how bad Shazam 2 was.
Okay, I actually want to go through that again now that I've seen the movie. Literally, he only talks about the very beginning and the very end. That's it.
I don't think he actually saw it.
I don't know, but like he only mentions the very beginning. He mentions a couple lines of dialogue from the very first 5 minutes, like 5-10 minutes of the movie. And then he mentions the very ending of the movie. And I'm like, because I'm watching the movie today, I'm trying to think of what he said versus what I was looking at. And I'm like, yes, the very beginning and the very end and the middle. Man, I was laughing. I was having a good time.
It's a good movie.
Dude, that post-credit scene had me in stitches.
Which one?
The first one.
Oh, okay.
The one that I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
All I'll say is this: if James Gunn writes Zachary Levi's Shazam, you motherfuckers will be in heaven. Is what I'll say about that.
Right.
Yeah. Well, real quick, I know because Matt has to leave in a second. I want to get to this part. Kasagi, this is where it gets really funny and really
when Skywalker comes in.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's unfortunate. The deleted super chats. That's really that wasn't cool enough.
Here we go.
Thank
shit.
God the general is here. General Skywalker, another man who I have nothing in the world but mad respect for, because my God, this kind of situation is just, this is the kind of situation where everybody in the family needs to just hug each other and tell each other it's going to be okay, because this type of stuff is so depressing, bro.
Oh no, we're way beyond that. And I am a lot of things right now, but depressed is not one of them.
Confused?
You know what I'm saying?
Remedial? I don't know.
What this has shown is power. When people are trying to delete super chats to control a narrative that's positive, that we all supposed to be on the same accord,
y'all aren't positive.
That means there's fear there.
Oh, get the fuck
There's
out.
power in this movement.
I'm sorry.
Okay? And I'm not putting this
hold
on Zack Snyder.
Like army, like prep up, like prepping like for war type.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Zod called him general.
Basically, like they're thinking we're afraid, like they're afraid now, so this is time to strike.
Bro,
it gets
I'm
better.
dying.
It gets better. Keep listening. Keep listening.
Oh God, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at all, Zack was there doing his thing, supporting AFSP, right? Being the boss that he is, right? But no, obviously, from what you guys saw, there was an agenda. Because we don't like a certain somebody, we're going to try to drown out an entire section of the Zack Snyder fandom that's keeping this man name hot right now.
Exactly.
Right? So that lets you know people ain't fans, man.
Hold on. Zack doesn't need you guys to stay relevant. That's a very delusional take. Like, we're keeping his name hot. We're the ones keeping his name alive.
Here's the funny thing, right? Thing, right? Somebody sent me a clip. I forget. I think it was Medley who sent me a clip of Zack Snyder at a comedy show where the guy asked him his name and he said Zack. And the comedian had no clue who it was. And he's like, Zack, what do you do for work? He's like, I'm a movie director. And the comedian was like, oh, did I just fuck up? And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, what movies do you direct? Like, he's like, what kind of movie director are you? Like, what do you do? And he's like, how many movie directors do you know named Zack? And he's like, Zack Snyder. He's like, yeah, that's me. And the guy was like, oh shit. So like, Zack doesn't need you people to keep him relevant. I think he has a resume before he even started with DC.
Okay, listen.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah,
you people.
Well, I was gonna say too, like, and this is no offense to like the fans. I'm not trying to like.
I agree, Dada and Cole.
I'm just saying, like, Zack could tweet out a picture of a puppy and it would get like 100,000 likes or retweets. Okay, like he gets a lot of attention on social media.
He doesn't get that many. He maybe tops out at like 6,000 retweets or whatever. A lot of likes.
Right, but my point is, Zack Snyder doesn't need anyone to make him relevant or his name popping. He has a resume even before he got with DC. People who saw his movies, Sucker Punch, 3. Come on, there are so many movies before he even did the Justice League stuff or DC stuff. So y'all are just blowing smoke out your own asses because you guys think you're bigger than you are. If you guys were so big and important, Zack would have talked to you. Zack's representatives would have reached out and said, hey, would you like an interview with Zack?
It doesn't even matter how big they are. If they're assholes, he doesn't want to associate with assholes.
Right, pretty much. Like Zack said.
It doesn't matter how big you are. If you're a jerk,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Here's the thing. There's a reason why Zack don't know who I am, right? Zack, there's no room for hate. I'm a hater. I hate on haters. That's me. I don't care. I don't need Zack to give me relevancy to like his stuff. I don't need Zack to talk to me for me to still like his stuff. You guys feel like you do. And here's the thing. Talk about, well, they didn't make the fans feel inclusive. Well, you guys haven't made the fans inclusive when you started timing out people from Sil Abdul's chat when they were disagreeing with your takes on Zack Snyder's Justice League stuff. You didn't make them feel inclusive. You want to talk about mental health? How do you think it felt for RJ when you guys were making fun of him all the time, telling him to get on camera so you can make fun of his looks, or nicknaming him male and saying he's bland and stuff? You don't think that did anything to his mental health? But you don't care because it's about what you guys care about. Exactly. Y'all want to call me hypocrites? I'll own that. But don't look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Y'all are hypocrites too. You do the same shit to people. And this is why Zack wants nothing to do with you. And hell, he might not want anything to do with me either, and that's fine. But you know what? Who he does want to have association with? The Nerd Queens. Dave the Film Junkie. You know why? Because they're not all about doing this shit. When Zack's on with these people, he feels comfortable. He feels calm. He doesn't. You guys are like, oh, well, if Zack came on Sil's channel, Sil would give him the hard questions. Sil would ask him about it. That's not what he wants. If he wanted that, he would answer. If he wanted to talk about Snyderverse stuff, he would have talked about it. You don't. You know he's aware, right? He's been liking your all shit, right? You guys brag about it.
They don't treat him as an adult is the thing too.
It's right? Like, they don't.
Let me ask you this because I see that Nana and Cole are here. Like, was there conversations beforehand about like not mentioning anything with like sell to Netflix? Because like that was one of the complaints I saw those guys make was that any mention of sell was yeeted. So I'm just curious if that was like a predetermined thing or not.
I can tell you this: it wasn't like we didn't ban them because they use a hashtag.
Sure.
Because they spammed it. They came in and they were only posting. There were some accounts that would come in and only use that hashtag, and then they get it deleted first. Then they'd use it again, so they got banned. There's your answer.
Okay.
There's your answer. There are always conversations before it. If Zack wanted, here's the thing: if Zack wanted to talk about the Snyderverse, he would have talked about it.
Netflix,
right?
Mentioned it.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys,
because you don't do an interview like this without being like, okay, Zack, like let's talk about like some of the things we want to make sure we discuss today, and let's make sure like when we ask questions, are these kind of questions going to be okay?
Well, here's the other thing, right? They brag about how Zack has liked some of their posts on Vero, right? Now, again, clearly he's aware, right? We'll say for argument's sake, clearly he's aware of that hashtag. Okay, he clearly is aware of it, right? We could say it's safe to say. If he wanted to talk about it, he would have talked about it.
Yeah. Because again, he's a grown man. He can and you can talk about literally whatever he wants to talk about. You know?
Exactly. If he wanted to talk about it, he would talk about it. And I guarantee you, he might have said, "I don't want to talk about Snyderverse stuff." I don't know for a fact. Wasn't in the conversations. But if he wanted to talk about it, he would have talked about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep playing a little bit more of this before Matt has to go.
Yeah, I gotta, because I'm also probably gonna go over a bit of it myself on stream tonight. I just don't have all the details, so
yeah, no, I understand.
Because I wasn't able to finish watching everything, so
yeah, I mean, I'll pop over. I'm awake, so
sure.
Banjo. So look, and I wasn't gonna stream tonight because Mikey got something going on, so ain't no night shift. I might have to go. Yo, I got a lot to say tonight, yo. 100%. Sell ZSJL, sell Snyderverse, yo. Everything is fine. We are moving. We moving positively. We doing numbers. We getting recognition. Anybody that's a Zack Snyder fan that's gonna tell you that this man was about to try to transition over from DC to Rebel Moon or to try to transfer us over. Did y'all hear any transition in that man's voice in any of his statements? Right?
He just said full circle, back at at that art center or whatever. That's the only connection I saw so far.
Right, Seal. But not only just that, you got people that's claiming to be Zack Snyder fans trying to help us transition right after this man said, "Don't stop." That shit.
Okay.
When did he say "don't stop"? I mean, I don't know everything Zack has said.
Don't stop believing.
I'm pretty sure the "don't stop" was in reference to AFSP. But
yeah. I mean, at this point,
but here's the thing. Yeah. Here's the thing, right? The reason that the big figureheads are trying to prepare you for this transition is because Zack is about to help you go through it as well. Okay? The whole I listen, this is my speculation. If I'm wrong, people can make fun of me and clip this out later. I truly believe the point of this event, not only for AFSP, which is of course the most important thing when it comes to this event. Okay, he said "don't stop" on a Chalo Vera post forever ago. Okay. But just to finish my point, the point of this is to raise money for AFSP, but it's also meant to be a celebration of the completion of his DC trilogy. Okay. Part of it's going to be a very cathartic experience. I think it's meant for the fans to be united for a big event like this. So we can kind of say goodbye to one era of Zack Snyder and his filmography and getting ready for the next part of it. Okay.
Well, he's literally telling you that in like these little hints that he's dropping on his Vero.
Right. Well, talking about even the way the Vero poster phrase is talking about the cycle, like it's the time to journey into the unknown.
In the stream when Nana said something and how long does it take to do this stuff, and he said like about Army of the Dead, and he's like, I'm really focused on Rebel Moon because that takes a lot of my time right now because I'm actually world building this on my own.
A graphic novel, a video game,
and so
animation.
This take a lot of my time. So Army of the Dead is like still happening. That stuff's still happening, but Rebel Moon's my main focus, and that should tell you exactly what Zack's motive is right now.
But I think the part of it is that an event like this is kind of like the reason people are trying to set up the fans for the expectation is because it's very likely that's what's about to happen next month.
Right. I mean, again.
Well, I hope.
And again, I could be wrong. That's just my speculation. But I think with Zack's Vero post, the way he talked during that interview, he's very focused on the here and now and not the past, if that makes sense. So that's my 2 cents. I mean, if you guys disagree, that's fine.
I also want to be very clear. Super chats weren't getting removed. It was one super chat with somebody who was basically just spamming a hashtag. Didn't say anything about AFSP, didn't say anything else, but just used a hashtag. And I knew who that person was, right? And again, these people were, because while people don't understand, while that stream was going on, there were people streaming over it. And the people streaming over it, like I'm stupid enough not to have people watch you, send people over there to see what you guys are talking about. So I saw some of the comments you guys were saying on somebody else's stream and thinking you were going to come to the Nerd Queen's channel saying the opposite. I don't play that game. Neither do the Nerd Queens. If you want to watch the stream, you could have watched it. You didn't have to come in and type anything. Okay? Yeah. Like, y'all were sitting there talking shit in somebody else's stream while that stream was stream sniping the other stream.
And then you came over to try and instigate things further.
Right, and you came over trying to see if you were going to get timed out. That's what your game was. And here's the thing. This was all the agenda is they knew that they were going to get timed out just so they could have this cope stream to rally the troops. This was their plan all along. That's why they did the stream snipe thing. And then Chill's like, oh, well, you guys don't know this is what I do. I react to stuff. That's fine. But I also knew that your community was going to come over there and try to start shit and poke some bears. And guess what? You poke the bear. You poke the bear.
Speaking of poking bears, Matt had to leave to start his stream.
That's fine. No, that's fine. You poked the bear. So you got the boot. Yeah.
I don't think we need to watch any more of it because Matt will probably go over to his stream tonight. But I just want to give people a taste of how bad things are going to be tonight because Skywalker is going to rant and bring up your name, Saggy, and just it's going to be hell.
Oh, I don't care. They bring up my name, but they will never come here and say it to my face. They will never talk to me because I've given them so many opportunities in the past to squash this and to talk it out. They don't want to talk. So they want to sit in their little hug box echo chamber and then complain when they also start getting timed out. Bye. Now you guys had an agenda. You came there to start shit. I knew that's why you came there. And here's the thing. You want to know why I was made a mod? Because I recognize people and I remember all the shit you guys have said and all the shit you guys start. So when I see y'all, I waited. I didn't time out anyone. Like I said, there were some people in there. Oh, people were telling me, oh, you got to time out that person. You got to time out that person. I said, they're not saying anything wrong. But I timed out certain people who they knew what they were doing. You guys knew what you were doing when you came into that chat. You guys knew exactly what you were doing when you came into that chat. So the people who didn't get timed out, that people even wanted me to time out, by the way, because they knew who they were. I was like, I'm not timing out people who aren't saying anything out of pocket. I timed out the people who said things out of pocket. Again, I want to remind you guys that when they say, oh, well, we weren't saying anything crazy. We weren't saying anything crazy. We weren't saying anything disrespectful. What the fuck is this?
That's proof right there, man.
What was that?
What about when organizers are blacklisted and silenced by fans who then claim to be the organizers? I still cannot believe how people use this subject to bully others, causing mental health problems. Like,
oh, they call me a bully. I'm like, how am I a bully? I don't go out of my way to talk to you people. I blocked like 90% of that friggin' side of that fandom. So how am I bullying you? Because I do streams and I call you guys out. That's bullying. Don't listen. How can I bully somebody if you're not listening to my bullying? Oh, but you guys come here and listen to it. Then cry bully. Oh, cry bully, cry bully. You come to my stream where I'm calling y'all out. You have every right to, but I'm not going out of my way to message you guys or talk to you people. I do it on my platform. Just like you guys are going to talk shit about me tonight on your platform. Have fun. I don't watch. People are going to sit there and send me clips because that's what people do, and I'm just going to laugh about it. I'm not even going to address you guys. I've done enough of that. I actually stopped talking about these clowns for a while. I stopped talking about them for a while, and now we're talking about them again. Because why? Oh, because I was a mod when Zack, the holy man himself, was on a stream. Now they're lying and saying I'm anti-Snyder. And then I was there from the movement from the start. I wasn't. That's bullshit. I came in literally after Zack had announced that his cut was coming out on HBO Max. I came after that. You tried, though. You could try to keep lying. And it's funny because Zodwriter knows that's not true. Zodwriter knows exactly when I started coming into this whole movement thing. And I wasn't even part of the movement. I wanted to see the movie. I made friends. And everyone's like, oh, you got to see the movie. You got to see the movie. And then I empathized with Zack's story. And I was like, okay, yeah, I want to see this movie. But I came in after y'all already fought. I have nothing to do with the friggin' movement. But I'm going to call it out because I call out bad fucking people. And y'all are bad people. Y'all want to sit here and say, oh, we're being gatekept, blah, 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 blah. All the shit you guys have said about the Nerd Queens, who is friends with Zack Snyder.
I mean, just name the comment alone just now in the chat, just like this one, like.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shots fired. I love how he's tagging Zack. Zack, come back. They lied on me. They lied on me. They lied on me. Shut the hell up.
Whoa.
Will Roland, you are the biggest pussy I have ever had the displeasure of encountering on Twitter. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Damn.
I remember when, no, because here's the thing. I remember when I had an interaction with him, he called me a racist sympathizer. And I was like, I'm like, sorry? Because I was defending the Nerd Queens. They called them racist. I was like, bitch, what? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, one of the Nerd Queens, she's racist. No, she's not. Oh, well, you're just a racist empathizer then. Are you telling a black woman that I'm a racist? What the fuck are you talking about? I wasn't even what? What the hell is this shit right now? What are you like? How? And he wouldn't even explain to me why he even called him that. But then again, these are the people who think that Zack would want to get to know. Oh, hell no.
God.
Hell no.
Zack would dissociate from them immediately.
Oh, if Zack watched one of their streams, listen, if Zack Snyder watched a single one of their streams for like 5 minutes, he would say, nope, and get the fuck out of there. He'd nope right the fuck out of there. Let the man cook. He's cooking for Netflix. Let the man cook.
Yeah, I agree with that. And another thing too, I do want to say real quick, is that a lot of this, of like what these people are doing, it's like they were not like this before the Snyder Cut came out. Like the Snyder Cut was about everyone being united. And they say that like, oh yeah, we're all still united, quote unquote. But nah, that's not what it is anymore. Because there are people that are now calling this shit out. And because it's like, it's true. Because a lot of these people in the Snyder fandom have become what they say they aren't. And what a lot of these people are fighting against, or what they fought against, like when the Snyder Cut was on the verge of being released. And it's just like seeing what these people are doing, it just goes to show you that like, nah, these people are not positive. They're going to say they're positive, but actions speak louder than words. That's the other thing that people got to understand. Actions speak louder than words. Just because they say it don't mean that they're actually trying to be positive. And now they're actually making it look like as if the AFSP part of it is something that they're still supporting. But the thing is, though, they're going to say that they still support it. But after the stuff that they've been doing, they're just using that as a cover-up, just so they can use that as an excuse for doing the heinous actions.
It's funny how Sil was like, stop hiding behind AFSP to like Nicotina and all of them about Project Justice League. And,
oh yeah.
Like, and it's again, it's like the thing about that side of that whole thing is just like everyone knows, and if you don't see it, which is their audience that doesn't see it, then you are blind to what's happening.
Yeah. And the thing,
open up your eyes, wake up.
Oh, yeah. Didn't want to interrupt you there, Kane. But yeah. The other thing I do want to say though, is just like these people have become what they've always fought against. And just like that great line in The Dark Knight, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's what these people have become. And later on in life, ladies and gentlemen, I think this fandom is going to truly, truly fall apart. And the people are going to think, people are thinking, oh no, it's already fallen apart. No, wait a few years from now. That's when I think we're really going to start seeing the downfall of this fandom, because if it gets worse, which I will not be surprised if it does, this fandom is going to fall apart.
And here's the thing, right? Shadow, thank you. Shadow has nothing to do with this fandom, doesn't even care about this fandom, knows nothing about it. When I met her, I met her through another topic that I covered. She doesn't even know, but she's seen it with her own eyes on social media and things I've showed. She's seen it herself. She's seen it herself. You know what I'm saying? And right, here's the thing, Batman, exactly, because here's the thing. They post that, I've talked about the other day, they post that hashtag on James Gunn's post about Lance Reddick's death. And then they wonder why that nobody wants to see it. They post it at the most inappropriate times, not the time and not the place. That's all it was. And if they're mad about it, too bad. The stream wasn't for you guys to talk about DC and Zack Snyder's Justice League shit. It was for ASFP. It wasn't hiding behind it. If it was hiding behind it, The women, the Nerd Queens literally had 2 women who work in that organization on there to talk about it and to talk about the work that they're collaborating with Zack Snyder. That was the point of that stream. That's the point of the event next month. And you people are that was literally the point of it.
Oh, I thought it was him saying that he's gonna sell his stuff to Netflix.
Okay.
But no, this is why I'm getting mad and why they're like freaking out and like, what are you guys freaking out about? You guys took an opportunity that was not appropriate to make this about you. That's what it was. You guys took it to make it about you. It was about AFSP in the fucking event next month. And if Zack were to see the chat, I guarantee you he would have rolled his eyes in the back of his head. Like, we are talking about AFSP. I did not come on here to get bombarded by questions about DC shit.
Yeah. Oh, and also, by the way, didn't Zack Snyder in that stream actually seem a little more hyped up and excited for what was going on with Netflix and Rebel Moon? Because he seemed more excited about that than he did than if like all of the stuff with DC got brought up. Because when that all got brought up, that didn't answer because again, he wasn't looking at the chat. But he seemed really excited for what he's doing over at Netflix and Rebel Moon, but yet all these people still want him to go back to WB, go back to DC, or sell the Snyderverse to Netflix and do all that there. Zack is happy what the fuck he's doing. He's happy doing Rebel Moon. He proved it in the stream when he was talking about it. He was like, yeah, we're going to be doing Rebel Moon and that whole thing. He seemed happy when he was talking about that. Like, he was very excited. So, like, the fact that they want him to go back to DC and do that and don't want him to move on from DC just yet to do that is just like, bro, if he wants to, like, just move on from that and he is super excited about what he's doing over at Netflix, he clearly just wants to focus on the future and not stick with the past. He wants to move on. He wants to do his shit over at Netflix. And I could tell he's happy as hell for what he's going to be doing with Rebel Moon. And it's just like the fact that they just don't want him to move on from that is just like, bro, Zack ain't yo bitch. So shut the fuck up and let the man move on and let him decide his own life with what he wants to fucking do. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's true. I mean, again, they can be mad at me all they want. I specifically asked, how do you want to handle the hashtag stuff? And and the way they said is like, if people spam it or they post it without any other context or whatever, like that they just came in here to spam, and that's what we did. Yeah. And they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, but all they were doing was just trying to start up drama and shit. I saw a few people saying that, oh yeah, they're just trying to start up drama. The moment I kind of put 2 to 2 together, I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. I feel like shit's gonna go down if shit doesn't get addressed. And boom, a lot of them got yeeted, and the stream got prevented from turning into a disaster. But the aftermath.
No, and this is what I'm saying. Like they act like they're sweet and innocent. They literally talk about, oh, we're gonna pull up, Soul Nation gonna pull up at that event. Well, they can't stop us. They're gonna try to stop. Like, bro, when you got that attitude that I'm gonna show up, you are already saying you're gonna come there and start problems. You're already putting that out there. You're gonna come there, and it sounds like you're gonna start problems. So, like, if your intention to go there is to start shit or to ask Zack questions that he's not comfortable answering, then I don't think you're gonna be welcome there. You can try. I'm interested to see what's going to happen next month, because I guarantee you some of them probably going to get kicked out because they don't know how to act right online. You think they're going to be able to know how to act right in real life? Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Like being mad at a YouTuber because they didn't ask the questions you wanted answered. Like, that's childish. If you want to have those questions answered, contact Zack's representative. Simple as that. But you guys won't. You guys, but we're not going to blame Zack for not answering questions that I guarantee you he probably wouldn't want to answer in the first place. Like, yeah, let's ask Zack questions about the Snyderverse when his whole intention of being there was to talk about this event for charity. Good job, guys. You really showed your true colors.
Yeah. They pretty much also show that they all pretty much also show that they kind of don't really care with what Zack has in store next over at Netflix.
No, they don't. Bro. They don't. They never have and they never will. But I'm gonna go. I think I said my piece. Nobody's gonna care. That whole fan base doesn't care because they just like to spin things. They're gonna try to paint me all as a monster, and I honestly don't care. Like, please.
Hey, by the way, I do want to make a little quick self promotion. Actually, I made a little quick documentary actually talking about the death of the Snyderverse. So if you are interested in hearing my thoughts over there and want to know where I truly stand on that, even though I pretty much just proved it on here, then I recommend going over there and watching my death of the Snyderverse video that I made. I would like to say maybe last month. It came out on Valentine's Day. So I mean, hey, if people want to know where I stand on the whole Snyderverse thing, and you want to really know a little more stuff of what these people have done. After the Snyder Cut was released, then go on over there and there will be more information. Trust me, you will not be disappointed with the information you hear over there, especially when it comes to how these fans have become the very thing they have fought to destroy. That's all I gotta say.
No, that's true. Caden, you got anything you want to say before you head out?
No, I'm good.
No, well, guys, there you go. There'll probably be more drama because I just pissed off like a good chunk of a fandom, more so than I usually do. Oh, they are big fucking mad, and I'm so here for it. I'm here for it, honey, because y'all don't scare me. Y'all don't intimidate me. Y'all just slightly annoy me. And if I'm a bully for calling y'all out on the bullshit you guys do, then I guess so be it. I'll be that bitch. I will always be that bitch. Welcome to Saggy Melon's channel. I'm that bitch. And I want to make it clear again because they keep saying that multiple super chats were deleted. It was one single super chat was deleted. The rest remained. You can go back and look for yourselves once the replay loads. It was one super chat was deleted. Fucking cry more. Anyways, that's my time. Love you guys. Love the Nerd Queens. Thank you for hosting, Zach. Thank you for trying to do a good thing.
Nerd Queens, goated stream you guys did earlier today. Goated stream.
Yes, thank you for trying to do something positive. I'm sorry that these people continue to make anything positive and negative, even though they claim to be positive. But I'm probably going to head over on Matt Jarbo's channel, 3 Buck Theater, to talk about this probably a little more with some new people who probably have no idea what happened tonight. But thank you guys for being here.
I'll watch that stream. I'm down to see some more stuff go down.
Oh, I'm sure. It's going to be beautiful. Love you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.